Next up, we have the director and, of course, the head of business development at Vaman Hari Pete Jewelers. A round of applause. Let's have Neil Pete join us on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. A fifth generation jeweler, he combined gemology knowledge with business understanding and, of course, focuses on adapting traditional jewelry to modern consumer preferences. And I think we have the entire powerhouse amongst us. तो शुभ कार्यों में देरी कैसी? Over to you, Anil sir. आपकी आवाज इतनी बुलंद है कि माइक की जरूरत नहीं है. Round of applause, everybody, for the people's person, the best in the industry, Anil Prabhakar. Here we go.
रूपाली, आणि मला खूप आनंद आहे की दोन मराठी मित्र आहेत. एक तर आपल्या ज्वेलरी ट्रेडमध्ये मराठी लोक कमी आहेत आणि हे व्हेरी वेल टू डू अँड व्हेरी फेमस अँड एक्सलंट वर्क. तर तुम्ही दोघंही आहात याचा मला खूप आनंद आहे. आणि तुम्हाला आधीच सांगितलं की जेव्हा दोन चॉईस असतात आणि एक चॉईस असतो पोटपूजा, तर पोटपूजेला लोक गेलेत, लोक येतील आणि हा यूट्यूब लाईव्ह आहे, त्यामुळे मला थोडंसं एम्बॅरेसिंग वाटतंय कारण टायमिंग मिसमॅच झालं. बट thank you so much for being here and to tell everyone here and a few of them, "Arey boss, please come and sit in the front. If you get bored, you can walk out." But I am sure that that would not happen because these people, it's very difficult to get them, not because they are egoistic, but they have constraints on time. It is only because of the GJC and I think because of me that they are here. So my brief to this all these guys, see these moderators, they have a very bad habit. You give them a mic in their hand, they go on talking. So I have learned from mistakes. I will just set the ball rolling right away. तो मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, मैं इन सबको एक ही ब्रीफ दिया था कि भैया आपको जो भी कहना है, you have to tell whether it is a fact or experience or idea, package it in a story or an anecdote. So I will share my own story or anecdote so that you can also follow my example. बात है कुछ 10-15 साल पहले की. I was chosen to head a project. The brand name was Akansha, and as you know, everybody wants. So the promoter of that brand Akansha was a diamond manufacturer. As you already know that youngsters have been on the radar. Earlier they used to chase millennials. Now they are after Gen Z. So millennials, how do we attract the millennials to buy jewelry? Because jewelry is perceived as something which the aunties and uncles and mothers and fathers buy and gift it to their children. It's an heirloom. So how to break that mold and make jewelry aspirational as well as a fashion accessory. So it was a wonderful product. In order to keep the prices friendly, what the owners or the promoters decided was to focus on star and melee and go ahead with the contemporary design. So as you know that for breeding a brand you need a lot of money. पैसा तो चाहिए. And gold का भी सवाल आ गया. So I was new to the industry, relatively new. So we decided to approach World Gold Council because they support a lot of initiatives, a lot of brands, and they bring money on the table, they give publicity inputs. It's a win-win situation. Being a newbie to the industry, we had a meeting with the WGC guys, and initially all the top management from both sides were there. तो उन्होंने बोला कुछ वी हैव टू थिंक आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. हमें 20 साल से सुन रहा हूँ आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स क्या है? मैंने बोला सी इफ यू वांट पीपल टू बाय ज्वेलरी लेट इट नॉट बी वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. व्हाई नॉट गो फॉर 14 कैरेट. सब मेरे को देख रहे हैं एंड दे टोटली साइलेंट. मैंने कहा क्या हो गया यार? सो देन व्हेन द मीटिंग वाज ओवर आई गॉट अ ड्रेसिंग डाउन. व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग? इंडिया में 14 कैरेट की बात कर रहे हो? मैंने बोला देखो भैया, डायमंड ज्वेलरी तो 22 में भी स्टड होती है, बट इट्स अ स्पेशल टेक्नोलॉजी. 18 कैरेट तो वैसे भी नॉर्म है, तो क्या प्रॉब्लम? नहीं WGC विल नेवर. आप डाइल्यूट कर रहे हो. 15 years fast forward. Abhi, look at what is happening in the market. 18 carat, 14 carat, 9 carat भी आ गया, वर्मेल नाम की चीज है, वर्मेल. If you know, you can talk in detail because I don't want to talk much. वर्मेल आ गया. फिर about 10 days ago, I read a news. Everybody knows what is Pandora. Pandora has launched jewelry which is platinum plated. Now titanium, I belong to the watch industry before I came to the jewelry industry. And Rado is one of my favorite brands. I worked for the brand for 10 years. And Rado की speciality थी कि वो titanium straps होते थे, titanium case होता था. It is such a wonderful material. Lightweight, non-allergic, many properties. In the global markets, there is a small jewelry segment which is made out of titanium. So titanium, that wave has also started in India, but mostly in lab grown. So the topic of whatever is that title, that's fine. But today the core.
You said the wave is in lab grown or titanium. It's not true. Gold also.
No. What I'm saying is lab grown manufacturers have started using titaniums to stud the jewelry.
What I'm saying is now gold, plain gold jewelers also
Okay.
are using titanium.
Okay. Great. So it's a good
If
development.
there is a chain which is of 6 grams,
हाँ.
you put 3 grams gold निकालो, उसमें titanium डाल दो, 3 gram का कम हो जाएगा. I've seen jewelry in the last exhibition, so that is why I'm saying. So people are thinking out of the box like this.
So thank you for the inputs. So as I said, the core of this discussion is innovation. Okay. So when I thought that, how do I go about inviting the panelists? First of all, I was very, very clear that nobody should be of my age. I have to learn from people who are young, and all of them are young within the 30 to 40 years of age bracket. Everybody is an achiever here. So it is always my policy that we begin the discussion with a ladies first. And I was going through social media, I was talking to her, she has a fantastic concept, She by Kashi. So I would request Riddhi to tell us the fantastic story about She by Kashi, and whatever relevant anecdotes or whatever experience or idea she wants to share, please begin.
So hello everyone, I'm Riddhi Kapoor Gala from Kashi Jewelers. It's a legacy brand of 70 years and which is deeply rooted in manufacturing, retail as well as exports of fine jewelry. Now as we all know, the jewelry traditionally has been known to be either very heavy, occasion specific or just to be taken out for special events. Now at Kashi what we noticed that there was a consumer shift that we were seeing and there was a gap in the market. And this is what led to two of our sub-brands. I'll start with the first one, then I'll continue with the second. And both of them have very different philosophies. So the first one is She by Kashi. In here, we wanted to provide pieces that are very affordable, versatile, as well as easily fit your everyday lifestyles. So we wanted to give the women a everyday luxury in which they don't have to just wait for the big milestones and occasions in their lives, but they can just celebrate their small personal wins as well. Now, as we know, the gold prices have gone up, and there's no dearth of alternatives available in the market now. Like we were just talking about platinum being used, and of course, there are different types of golds as well. There's plated gold, there's demi-gold, and of course, the lab-grown. So I know the consumer has a lot of options out there, but they're highly confused as to what to buy and what to invest their money in. And that's where the birth of She came in, where we wanted to provide this kind of product in which there's full transparency on the pricing, and the designs are amazing, they're very wearable. Also, we provide, like we were just talking, gold jewelry, which is not just 18 and 14 karat, but we also have our counters of 9 karat jewelry, which is very well accepted and extremely affordable. So you can just buy it for yourself as well, and it's great for gifting because it comes under a certain price point. In fact, we have pieces there which start from 7,000 rupees. And nowadays, it's very hard to find stuff in that price range. So it works really well. And of course, we are still studying it in natural diamonds, which we strongly stand for. And we believe that this way, the consumer knows exactly what they're putting their money in.
Fantastic. So, do you want us to play that Shiva
Yeah, sure.
Kashi video?
Yes.
It's a fantastic video. It's self-explanatory and it has all the storytelling. Sanskar? The Kashi Jewelers video लाओ please. Huh?
काशी जू
We'll move a bit. You can see?
कहानी वहीं से शुरू होती है जहां 200 ग्राम सोना छोड़ा था।
वॉल्यूम
2018 काशी जूलर 75 साल पुराने काशी जूलर्स ने अचानक अपने उल्टे स्टाइल का ब्रांड क्यों बनाया? भारी गहनों के मास्टर ने हल्के गहने क्यों बनाने शुरू किए? कहानी वहीं से शुरू होती है जहां 200 ग्राम सोना छोड़ा था। 2018 काशी जूलर्स के शोरूम में डॉक्टर देविका कपूर बैठी थी, श्रेयांश की पत्नी, तीसरी पीढ़ी का हिस्सा। सामने एक लड़की, कॉलेज स्टूडेंट। लड़की बोली, मैम कुछ छोटा सा रोज पहनने के लिए। देविका ने दिखाए भारी नेकलेस। लड़की ने सिर हिलाया, नहीं मैम ये तो शादी ब्याह के हैं। उस दिन देविका के दिमाग में आया, हमारे पास क्यों नहीं है सादा हल्का रोजमर्रा का। शाम को पति श्रेयांश से कहा। श्रेयांश हंसे, 70 साल से हम भारी गहने बनाते हैं। देविका अड़ी रही। MBBS छोड़कर ज्वेलरी बिजनेस में आई थी। GIA से डायमंड कोर्स किया था, समझती थी मार्केट को। 2 महीने रिसर्च की, कॉलेज गई, ऑफिस गई, लड़कियों से पूछा क्या चाहिए। जवाब एक ही था, सिंपल, लाइट, अफोर्डेबल। कारीगरों को बुलाया, कहा वजन आधा करो, डिजाइन सादा करो। मास्टर जी बोले, मैम ये तो बच्चों का गहना हो गया। देविका बोली, बिल्कुल सही, नाम क्या रखें? शी बाय काशी, वो काशी की तरफ से। पहले ग्राहकों को समझ नहीं आया काशी के नाम से इतना सादा, लेकिन कॉलेज की लड़कियां आने लगी, ऑफिस की औरतें आने लगी। जो औरतें कहती थीं गहने पहनने का मौका नहीं मिलता, अब वही रोज पहनने लगी। 1 साल में शी बाय काशी का अलग सेक्शन, 2 साल में अलग काउंटर, 3 साल में अलग फ्लोर। 2023 में देविका को मिला राष्ट्रीय पुरस्कार, महिला उद्यमी ऑफ द ईयर। पीयूष गोयल ने दिया सम्मान। दादाजी केशवनाथ का सपना था हर औरत पहने हमारे गहने, भारी गहने, खास मौकों के लिए। शी बाय काशी, हर दिन के लिए। आज शी बाय काशी की बिक्री 80 के बराबर हो गई। वो कॉलेज की लड़की जो पहले दिन आई थी, आज शी बाय काशी की रेगुलर कस्टमर है। देविका ने समझा, गहना सिर्फ सोना चांदी नहीं, औरत का आत्मविश्वास है। 76 साल पुराना ब्रांड नई पीढ़ी के साथ जुड़ गया, भारी से हल्का। इसलिए बनाया क्योंकि जिंदगी हल्की होनी चाहिए, गहना भार नहीं, खुशी होनी चाहिए।
वंडरफुली मेड वीडियो, आई मस्ट से। सारी स्टोरी टेलिंग ये 3 मिनट में आ गई, ज़्यादा कुछ बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। तो मैं एक ही बात कहना चाहूँगा, रिद्धि, आप अपने भैया भाभी से बहुत प्यार करती हैं, पूरा प्रमोशन तो उन्हीं का हो गया। सो दैट
All in the same family. So it's all
या
good.
नो दैट शोज दैट यू नो फैमिली स्पिरिट जो है ये हमारी बिजनेस कम्युनिटी बहुत ज़रूरी है। सो you are educated in the US, you have more of a accounting background, you are based in Mumbai, you married a Kutchi, so beautiful background you have. So just wanted to understand, and so that the audience also understands, Kashi's head office is in Kanpur, you sit in Mumbai, so how do you really work? And there is something which people can learn from and they do that in their day-to-day business. सर थोड़ा धीरे बात कीजिए, या ना करे तो ज़्यादा बेटर।
So basically, yes, I'm actually a CPA. I've done my accounting bachelor's as well as master's in the US. And when I got married, I came here and I had a choice to join one of the family businesses, either my husband's or my father's. Of course, jewelry was a lot more attractive for me, so I kind of chose that. And then I did my formal education at GIA, which thankfully had started that same year. So for a year after I was married, I studied there. And to answer your question, how do we manage this since geographically we are here? So we've all divided up what we do in the business. So I handle the entire sourcing here, and as well as the designing teams are all under me here, and also all the raw material procurement. And what I would like to say that I have another sub-brand which is called Pret by Kashi, which is okay. ठीक है.
So basically मुझे क्या अच्छा चीज़ क्या लगी मुझे, ये जेम एंड ज्वेलरी इंडस्ट्री से मैं जुड़ा हुआ हूँ, तो मैं क्या देखता हूँ कि ज्वलंत समस्या ये है कि जॉइंट फैमिली में क्या होता है कि 2 brothers और फादर एंड सन स्टार्ट द बिजनेस, एंड एज द फैमिली ग्रोज व्हेन ब्रदर्स बिकम कजिन्स, और तो जैसे फैमिली ग्रो करती है तो उसमें समस्या हल करना कोई नहीं चाहता, जो अच्छा चल रहा है सबको वही करना है, यू नो। और आपने बहुत खूबसूरती के साथ जो डिवीजन ऑफ वर्क किया है वो काबिल तारीफ। तो अब मुड़ते हैं नील की तरफ। नील एंड आई वाज were talking to each other. See, when you talk about Vaman Adipete, is a old traditional style of being business, gold centric. Of course, diamonds भी करते हैं, but mostly gold करते हैं और traditional वे में business करते हैं. महाराष्ट्रीयन डायस्पोरा, मराठी लोकांच्या हृदयात त्यांचं स्थान आहे. WHP असो, PNG असो, हृदयावर आणि दिमाग पे भी राज करते हैं. तो उन्होंने बताया मुझे कि they launched a brand called Avira. So tell us the story of Avira, please.
Yeah, so it's a diamond jewelry collection. So since the last 3 years we are having hello. Yeah. So since the last 3 years we are having a design direction towards more of diamonds, if you see. So in the last 3 years we have launched 3 diamond collections. One was Saubhagya. In Marathi, you know, Saubhagyaचं महत्व काय, सौभाग्यवती आपण म्हणतो. So it's like a married woman who is, so that was that collection was all about tanmaniyas and how saubhagyavati you are to have your husband there, and so celebrating being a saubhagyavati, so the name, it was named Saubhagya. Then came a collection which was called Flora, so there were a lot of floral motifs, and it was a very statement pieces only, just neckwear, tanmanis, but lots of color stones. And then
natural gemstones का
natural gemstones, and then we have never done anything around Valentine's Day, is what was my concept, being a very traditional player in the market. The funny thing about this is the collection which we launched, the roots were planted in 2016, so I was
10 years,
I did not know that will transpire to this. So when I was in my design institute, IIGJ, we were told to make certain pieces, and some brief was given to us that it has to be unique. So what I did that time was, every DNA is unique, right? So I made a ring which was 2 DNAs coming together, and then a stone was held in them which was ametrine, which is half purple and half yellow. So that is something unique which is there. So 2 DNAs coming together holding something which is love, like a bond between 2 people and something like that. I know it is a little cheesy, but back 10 years ago, that was the thing which I did. And then I made the whole piece from start. We obviously made it in silver back then, got it here, and then about maybe in August or September, that ring was there with me. So my cousin Niranjan, you know, he said, Dada, ह्याचं काहीतरी करूया आपण. Like, करूया काय करूया म्हणजे, what do you want to do? Well, this is a unique concept. Let us design something over it. So I was like, okay, but do you think that this is going to go ahead? He said, he's a Gen Z. So he said, yeah, this will work. So I have a good audience here with me who's Gen Z, who we always talk about Gen Z is what they buy, how do they think. So I started picking his brain, asked him a lot of questions, made his friends answer me a lot of questions, and then I thought, okay, this looks very unique. So I designed a collection around DNA, and that is how Avira was born. Avira, which means strength, and unique. Pardon?
देवीचं नाव आहे?
Ekvira hai. So this is strength and all. So we, the motive of those, if you see those pieces, the
Video
motive.
दाखवायचं?
Yeah, please. I mean,
Avira video, please.
the pieces are very much designed with DNA. So everything has DNA in it. So if you would see, then you will understand.
Avira video.
So these designs are very lightweight. They are 14 karat. As a traditional Maharashtrian player, we have always been VVS, clarity. We have been always, I think so, Aditya will also agree with that, that Maharashtrians go for VVS. And so with this one, we've gone to 14 karat, which was, should we do this or no? Because people are doing that.
VVS हून VVS ला आला
VVS हून VS ला लो, 18 karat और 14 karat ला लो.
आणि साईज स्टार मेले
Star Melee has been there. So price
एक
point.
कॅरेटच्या वर पण आहे
No, this is positioned around the millennials who want to buy this.
Correct.
So starting range is 25,000 rupees.
And
You buy
up to
something
higher
up to 1 lakh.
Fantastic.
Some pieces which are there, which goes there, but if you see a set of it, go around a ticket of 50,000 for one piece. So if a set is earring, ring, pendant, you go, it's 1,50,000, which is affordable, I think. And we were pretty successful because in 5-6 weeks we have almost sold 150 pieces.
काय ॲव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू 25,000
25,000, 50,000.
2 महिन्यात फॅन्टास्टिक अरे
2 months.
बिग हँड
Also, one thing was we decided not to do any marketing over the traditional media, where no print ads, no hoardings, nothing, just performance marketing and going ahead with that. So, seems like it has worked.
एक फॅन्टास्टिक कन्सेप्ट आहे यांच्याकडे ई कॉमर्स स्टोअर राईट
Yes.
काय म्हणता ई कॉमर्स स्टोअर
हा, we say WHP Jewelers त्याचं नाव आहे.
तर आपण काय करूया ते सेकंड पार्टमध्ये घेऊ
Sure.
आपण जरा आदित्यकडे
Please.
बघूया आदित्य when I saw your profile hopelessly inadequate वाटलं CA, CFA, MBA, so he is good with numbers and storytelling both. So far he has been talking at various forums. This is the first time he has come and sharing the stage at a GJC platform. I'm very happy and thank you so much. So see, at GJC, at Mindspeak, it is our philosophy to learn from everyone, and that concept of everyone, so new people should come. So thank you very much for being here. So I am leaving it open-ended to you. Share your stories about the recent IPO, what is it, Reva Diamonds and Gargi by PNG. So it is an open-ended question. You take it here from here.
Okay, thank you for having me here, first of all. And hello everyone. I know अभी lunch हुआ है सबका तो थोड़ा सा difficult है to catch your attention, but I'll try my level best. So I joined this PNG Sons group in back in 2013. And fortunately, though my background is from finance, I could work around sales from 2016 onwards, and that is where I felt that the new generation that you were talking about rather, that the millennials are somehow are not completely into plain gold jewelry, and they are little bit reluctant, because generally what happens, you always see for competition within the product forte that you have. But what I feel right now also, that was the thinking back then also, that jewelry is now competing with the fashion, with travel for that matter.
You are telling the story of
Gargi, yeah.
So
I'll
you are
come
on the
with-
right track.
Yeah, yeah.
आपण आधी गार्गी बद्दल बोलूया. सेकंड राउंड मध्ये रेवा.
Sure. So that was back then. Secondly, so for example, today we live in EMI prone industry, wherein you have very limited disposable income with you. So back then it was not the case. So people would buy multiple gold pieces because they had that much disposable income with them. But that's been reducing over the years, and that's what I found out when I was working in sales. So I came up with this idea that let's come up with a product line which will have affordable products in it. And once these so in India, so my concept was that we do marry a brand. So for example, if I am having a i10 and I am a customer of Hyundai, eventually if I want to switch to SUV, first I will think of Creta. If they don't have a good product in that particular product range, then I might switch to another brand. So that was the idea behind Gargi, that let's create a brand which will connect the millennials or the Gen Z with the umbrella brand of PNGS. So once they have that sufficient income to buy gold jewelry or diamond jewelry, they will come to us only because they have the product line which is into PNG. So that was the idea why I came up with the plan. But 2018 I was only 5 years old in the organization, so of course तेवढंच सिरियसली घेतलं मला पहिल्यांदा ओनर्सनी. And then 2020, fortunately for me, happened, and so the world was sitting at home. I could, connect with the various suppliers and understand what's going in Europe, mein kya chal raha hai, Dubai mein kya chal raha hai, and I could give those anecdotes to Ajit Kaka, who is the promoter of our group. And finally, he got convinced with the idea, and in 2021, we came up with Gargi as a brand. And fortunately for me, when we separated it out, so basically Gargi is from PNG. That time the turnover was around 10 to 12 CR of whole Gargi. In 4 years, we have reached to 130 plus CR. So that is
You're a fantastically successful IPO. So
Yeah.
before we talk about the IPO and raising money from the capital markets, let's see the video.
Yeah. Thank you.
Gargi sa video lava, please.
Trendy today, timeless forever.
Yeah,
In a world that is constantly evolving,
Parat
your expression remains uniquely trendy today, timeless forever. In a world that is constantly evolving, your expression remains uniquely yours. Jewelry made for you, only at Gargi. Backed by the trusted legacy of P.N. Gadgil and Sons, a name that has stood for purity, trust, and craftsmanship for generations, Gargi emerges as a contemporary voice, built on heritage, yet designed for today. Crafted in premium 9 to 5 sterling silver and certified natural diamonds, every Gargi creation is thoughtfully designed to match the rhythm of today's women. From boardrooms to celebrations, from everyday confidence to unforgettable moments, Gargi seamlessly blends versatility with elevated elegance. From ethically sourced natural diamonds to the purity of 92.5% sterling silver, every design goes through multiple levels of precision, testing, prototyping, and finishing, ensuring that what reaches you is nothing short of perfection. With a rapidly expanding footprint across India and over 100 stores nationwide, Gargi is bringing modern jewelry closer to customers across cities, cultures, and lifestyles, delivering a seamless, consistent, and elevated brand experience everywhere. A brand driven by strong growth, with remarkable performance and a vision that is redefining this emerging category. Gargi continues to set new benchmarks in quality, design, and trust. Gargi, jewelry made for you.
fantastic.
Trendy.
So I want to know at this juncture, since we are at Gargi, I could gather that you are using natural diamonds, you're using silver, you are using gold also. So
Imported.
what kind of SKUs, how many SKUs you have at each store, and what are the price points, the lowest and the highest? Can you brief?
So we have 3 categories in Gargi. First is of course 9 to 5 sterling silver jewelry. And second is 14 karat SIGH when it comes to natural diamond. And we also have a 9 karat plain gold jewelry. So these are the main 3 categories. But predominantly, of course, we are silver first brand, and that is the
Silver first.
Yeah. So that is how the cash cow product we can say that is around there. And if you see the investment as such, of course, the 40% investment in a branch would come in silver. The 40% will be in diamonds, and 20% would be in 9 karat.
And price points start from
So for silver, it starts around 1,000 and goes till like 20,000, 30,000 for the bigger pieces, like necklaces. In natural diamond 14 karat, the price point I think with today's rate will start around 25,000 and will be around 1 lakh rupees in EBOs. But if it is in SIS, then the price point would go up to 2 lakh rupees, where we have the necklaces also. And when it comes to 9 KT, then it is predominantly below 75,000 is what the.
So as far as your distribution is concerned, you said you are present in 130 locations.
Right now 124 locations. The turnover is now 130 CR.
Okay. So 124 locations. I think how is the model? I mean, is it a standalone store or a corner in a mall? How is the bifurcation?
So it started as SAS because we were there.
Shop.
Yeah, shop in shop within PNG. So that was because we already had that product line. We just had to create a completely new experience, give some promises to consumers that we have evolved and come and see what we have done with our silver jewelry, and that is how it started initially. So that time I think we had 30 locations of PN Gadge and Sons, and that is how it started. Then we collaborated with Shoppers Stop, wherein we have 50 location SIs with them, and now there are 37 EBOs spread across India. जहाँ पे those are exclusive brand outlets totaling to 120.
So as far as EBOs are concerned, franchisee model है या फिर
दोनों है. So basically we are not waiting for franchises to come up and then setting up. So we are deciding ki, for example, if I want to put a shop in Nasik, we start our survey. If the franchisee comes, we give it to them. If they are not, then so there are instances wherein we started with the business and in couple of months franchisee came and they wanted to have that franchise and we given it to them.
मला एक लक्षात नाही आलं. Since you started with shop in shop within the PNG stores, so what made you venture out for SIs within Shoppers Stop? That is understandable, but I want to know from you. And EBOs.
So venturing with Shoppers Stop was a more of a marketing decision over a sales decision, because Shoppers Stop will have its own walk-in, because it serves to many categories across. So there are specific class of customer would walk in. So most of they are like female who are into the category where the Gargi is actually dealing. So it was like a free hoarding for me, very honestly. Wherein for to put a hoarding, you would expend like 1 lakh rupees, 1,50,000 rupees at certain area, and there could be a a spillover into that. But
so you have 40 locations in shop in shop. 50 at Shoppers Stop.
55 locations.
See why I'm asking you, because I've been in this business. Earlier I was in sales. See, Shoppers Stop is not a very profitable model based on my experience. What happens is that visibility, as you rightly said, plus you have to pay minimum guarantee, this, that. There are so many restrictions. So are the locations profitable, or you have to consider it as a promotional cost and bear the
so basically the way you look at it is that you have two costs in Shoppers Stop. I don't know whether
employee cost is also belongs to
you. So there are two costs, like I said. First is that if anything gets sold, then obviously you have to pay the commission. The employee cost is with me, and the carrying cost of that particular stock
is also
apart of course, whatever the inventory I'm putting in, that interest cost will be of mine. So these are the only three costs that we look at it. So there are no rental costs as such to be, so it is not very high on cost, but at the same time, like you are mentioning, if you average it out for 55 locations, I'll be at B, but there would be some locations
which may be making losses. Perfect, that's a very valid input. Neil, or should we take her first? Okay, we'll start with you again, second round. Pret Bhai Kashi, tell us the story and where we are. I think that is closer to you in terms of the execution and the ownership is concerned.
So the second sub-brand which we have is called Pret by Kashi. So here the design takes the center stage. So what we call here is we are providing the Preto Couture pieces, which are basically bold pieces which are one of their kind and statement. So here you would see a lot of gemstones, unique gemstones being used, very different contemporary forms, and basically conversation starters. And even though the helm of it is couture pieces, they're very wearable and versatile, and you can easily fit into a lot of different things. Now again, the root reason remains the same, where we provide full transparency in pricing. We are again using absolutely like 18 karat and 14 karat gold and natural diamonds, everything with certificates. So we're not just providing them something which is wearable, but something with very high craftsmanship, which doesn't just focus on the aesthetics, but also something you can pass on from one generation to another. In fact, I would like to share one story. A lady walked into our store, and this is a very common story, that's why I chose this one. This happens all the time. And she said, I'm looking for something very simple. So she goes through a couple of collections and she picks something from our Pret series. Now instantly she's like, this is too pretty and I'm going to save it for a special occasion. Now a week later, I bump into her at a casual lunch where she's wearing all these pieces. She comes up to me very excited and she was like, I don't know why I was saving this for a special occasion, because on a mundane day, it just makes me feel amazing about myself. And that's where we saw the switch happen.
Oh, fantastic. So you wanted to show those pieces, right? Kashi D in a PDF. Is it a PDF or a PowerPoint? I don't know, but show it. So let her show the images and then she can talk more about. You can ask the question right away also. Let her show the.
So here, like you see, the emerald ear cuffs. Again, very wearable, can be styled in multiple ways. You can wear it for like a bigger lunch scene, or you can wear it for an evening cocktail. Something which girls nowadays would like, which is not run-of-the-mill. 100 people in the room are not wearing the same thing, and it's unique and it's a conversation starter. Even the cocktail ring which you see here, it goes from like pretty much your entire hand is covered in it.
Tell us about the pricing and what emeralds are these? Are they Zambia?
So a lot of it is Zambian emeralds, because price point wise that makes sense. So in my Pret collection, the prices start from about 80,000, and we try to cap it at like 6 lakhs, because I think that's a sweet spot for these kind of pieces that people are willing to like spend. Otherwise then it goes to sets and all. They'll be like, oh, we could have instead picked out a set in this much amount.
Show the next image, दूसरी image आई थी देखो.
So here also you can see a lot of play of colors. We have rubies, emeralds, and you can see there are a lot of different forms and contemporary structures which are used.
And the third one.
And these earrings as well, we can see we've matched like the enamel on top, and it gives that whole flush, flawless look of the flower, and it's pretty and can be worn.
So can you share some light on who are the consumers who are buying, their social strata, the age group, and all those?
So this brand is actually in Mumbai. And
where are you retailing it from?
In Breach Candy.
You have a store there?
Yes, I have an atelier there. That's where we are doing it.
By appointment?
By appointment only. And this is totally under me. What you were asking, what else do you do? So this is totally under me. And you will be surprised the kind of people that are coming and buying. It's across the board. People primarily who live in South Mumbai. People we generally are hanging out with, those kind of people. High net worth. They are always looking for something unique, because Mumbai is like the hub of jewelry. Literally in a building you will see 5 people who are either connected to diamonds or a gold merchant or somebody who is somehow connected to the industry. So they're always looking for something unique, which they've not seen before. And they love this format of the atelier because they feel like we have this one-on-one connect in which they can privately come and at their own convenience and peace, they can see all the beautiful creations.
So what is the size of the atelier in terms of square feet?
It's about 2,000 square feet.
Ground floor?
Yeah. And
So
I do a lot of private
breaking?
exhibitions
you
also,
do
which
private
is
exhibition.
only in white spaces.
Okay. So when did you launch this?
3 years back.
Making money?
Yes.
I will not ask how much. I will not ask how much. That you can
I'm
ask.
not answering that.
Fantastic. So Neil, I was very impressed about for the
E-commerce.
e-commerce offline store that you have launched.
The models.
And I know Aditya has been very passionate
Yes.
about lightweight jewelry.
Very much.
Silver also he has been promoting for I think many years. What was the name of the brand?
It's Anaira. It was Izara earlier.
Izara होता है.
Now it is Anaira.
हाँ. So see आपको यहाँ समझने की बात यह है कि जब entrepreneur या owner होता है जो उसको पता है vision है कि this is going to work. I think it has taken more than 10 years. And मज़े की बात तो ये है और खुशी की बात ये है कि they have been able to get funding also. It is very rare to get funding. Traditional jewelers they have got lot of money. वो पैसा तो कैसे भी आ जाता है. अब institutional finance ने लिया, आपने private equity hoga. I don't know.
Yes,
If you
yes.
can share the details, is wonderful. But tell us about the story, the journey, how many stores you have, all that jazz.
No, so it started with WHP, like the parent brand, with selling jewelry online. It started like that
Your e-commerce.
earlier.
Huh,
It
okay.
was like that.
Okay.
Then what we wanted to do was, Aditya uncle had that idea where he said, funding मिळतंय पण आता partnership मध्ये funding नाही घेऊ शकत.
Hmm.
We can't take the funding in partnership. So what we thought was, okay, if that
We
is
started
the
a special
avenue,
vehicle, separate
so
company.
we made a different company with the same owners and all that, and then
So it's a private limited new
it's
company.
a private limited company where we have a PE investor who's there,
Hmm.
who comes, and then those meetings happen, like how for you have to document that, and that thing happens, and so we shifted that completely to online only earlier, and in the last 4-6 months we have developed a model where we are putting stores, making it an omni-channel experience,
Hmm.
where if you want something, then you come in that store. Also, we are giving, since we have so many stores in and around Mumbai, Maharashtra, where these e-commerce stores aren't there, like something how the SIS model he's doing, we don't have an SIS model, but we do give deliveries there, and then from there, if someone is asking us for jewelry which is there on the e-commerce platform, we do service it to them. That
So
is how we are doing it.
one very interesting thing that I observed is the very different kind of location you chose. I think Vasai or Nala Sopara somewhere. What is the logic? Because the first store you opened in Vasai or Nala Sopara somewhere.
So
Right?
yeah, it was in Nala Sopara.
Most of the people may not be knowing where is Nala Sopara.
There is a place there.
So
where-
what is the logic behind?
So we have, so the logic with this is, we have a store in Virar,
Okay.
which is very close to Nala Sopara, right? So
मी
there
कधी
is-
गेलो नाही.
नाही गेले. Virarla मी फक्त store. I had just gone for the opening of the store. And after that, I have also not been there. So like how Dadar Mahim is there,
Hmm.
it's like Virar Nala Sopara. They're very close by. So the logic to open there was, we had a CRM model which said there are customers there, but
And nobody caters to them.
not catering to it. So since we had good price point, location was nice, so we opened there. Then we opened in Borivali, then we opened in Vashi.
So as of now you have 3 stores.
Yeah, we have 3 stores.
So Nala Sopara, if we talk about a little bit in detail, what is the size of the stores and what is the product mix in that store?
So the store sizes are somewhere from 200 to 500 square feet.
Nala Sopara particularly किती आहे?
350, 400 should be something like that.
तिथे काय काय विकता तुम्ही?
So there we have 9 carat, then we have CVDs, and 14 carat. That's all.
And own store.
Pardon?
It's your
No,
own store.
Rent.
What is your experience with lab grows? Because you recently started.
So we have recently started, so there is a consumer for that. Just it is that you have to define lab grown very well and not mix it with naturals. And
But
then
you're selling
there is a
both.
consumer. No.
Just,
So lab growns we are not selling in the parent brand.
no,
Sorry,
no. In this omni-channel store, you are selling lab grown.
we are selling lab.
And you are not selling natural.
We are not selling natural.
Okay.
And in
Got
there
it.
we are selling only natural.
Okay.
So if a query comes for lab grown, we direct it there.
Because that is available online also. You
Yes.
can do that. Fantastic. So 3 stores are up and running.
Up and running. Doing decently, making money, yes.
Okay, great.
How much can't tell now.
ठीक आहे आता परत आदित्यकडे वळूया. रेवाची स्टोरी सांग रे बाबा. रेवा.
So I think what we observed in last 2-3 years with the rise in gold prices, what happens is what is happening is that people who were buyers of plain gold jewelry are somehow getting attracted towards studded one. The reason
Come again.
so the people who are buying gold jewelry, they are now shifting their preference
Also
from
upgrading, yeah.
So there are 2 reasons. Like the brands like PNG or WHP, we cater to income class which is like middle class, something like lower middle class, higher middle class. That is the TG that we are having. So they are price cautious. They have a direct impact on their decision making if the prices go up and down. So there is a greater rise in the gold prices as compared to the diamond prices in last 2-3 years. So if you consider a component in a jewelry piece, so there is 50% diamond, 50% gold, or whatever, 40 and 20% is making charges. Now in plain gold jewelry, 80-90% is your gold. The entire 90% has gone up by 60%. But when it comes to diamond jewelry, diamond के prices इतने नहीं बढ़े, 10-15% बढ़े. But the gold component has gone up. So what has happened कि जो studded jewelry है, that has become more affordable over the plain gold jewelry. And middle class always had that aspiration to have a diamond piece in their collection. But because of the status symbol. But it was not the case earlier. वहाँ पे diamond jewelry was महंगी than the gold jewelry. So that shift we observed in last two to 3 years.
Come back again to the same point. Why the prices are down? Because of your using lower caratage, number one.
No. So basically diamond के ज्वेलरी में 3 कंपोनेंट है. गोल्ड के ज्वेलरी में एक ही कंपोनेंट है
गोल्ड डायमंड्स.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे खाली गोल्ड का प्राइस बढ़ा है, तो ओनली 50% ऑफ द जो प्राइस.
और डायमंड के तो कम हो रहे हैं बेसिकली.
सो अगेन डायमंड के कम है.
हाँ, करेक्ट. Okay.
So that 1 lakh has gone up to 140. So it has become more affordable to them.
Okay.
Another thing
Yeah.
that we also face for Shiva and Kashi is when we saw that a lot of people were very willing to switch, who were gold jewelry buyers, were willing to switch now to studded because that had become a lot more affordable. And as we all know, diamonds have always been very aspirational. So now they were able to get that. I think that's pretty much what he's trying to say.
Okay, that's a very good input. I think everybody would have noted that point. So it's a good thing. Studded, you can study it with natural lab grown. It's up to you. So what I found.
That was the reason why we thought of having a completely different brand altogether.
So you answered partly the question. See, if you talk about diamonds, you are rather a little late entrant in the sense that there are a lot of people who are doing it. And secondly, while you are very good at collecting money from the IPOs, relatively this IPO, you were able to scrape through, and market conditions were not very conducive. So, and you have partly answered the question. So, we'll proceed further with the video. Reva's video la re baba. I think this video is helping. I think.
Some brands are born Some brands are born overnight. Others are built over generations with trust, with craftsmanship, with legacy. Backed by the 190-plus year legacy of P.N. Gadgil and Sons, Reva Diamonds carries forward a heritage of purity, precision and promise. Reva is where tradition meets today's woman, where timeless designs meet modern lifestyles. With a growing presence across 25 cities and 34 stores, Reva is building one of India's most trusted, retail-focused diamond jewelry brands. Powered by strong systems, certified quality, and an asset-light, franchisee-owned company-operated and franchisee-owned franchisee-operated model, Reva is designed for scale, speed, and sustainable growth. As India's appetite for branded diamond jewelry rises, Reva stands ready to capture this shift, driven by changing lifestyles, rising incomes, and growing trust in organized retail. Led by experienced industry leaders, guided by strong governance, and powered by an ambitious vision, Reva is on a journey to redefine diamond retail in India. This is more than just a brand story. This is a growth story. This is an opportunity to be part of India's diamond future. P.N. Gargil and Sons, Reva Diamond Jewelry Limited. Explore Reva Diamonds.
Fantastic. So when did you launch this, Reva? IPO we know, it was recent.
I think it's been 2 years now.
How
that
many
we-
locations? How many
So
stores?
again, we just like Gargi, we have started with SIs
Okay.
initially. So we do have 34 SIs,
Hmm.
and now there are 2 EBOs,
Where?
both in Pune.
Pune.
Yeah, one in PCMC, one in.
Great. So I think Reva also, from the video, it looks very impressive. Another thing which I want to ask you, which others are not doing, these two are not doing, is you are using celebrities, Mithila Palkar and Vaidehi. So tell us what kind of research you did and how has been the experience, what incremental sales, cost versus benefit analysis जे करतो आपण त्याच्याबद्दल थोडीशी.
So I think what we feel as a brand is that we should select any face which should. So basically, the celebrity has to come up with their own personality to it. So we always think that if Deepika Padukone is drinking Bisleri, what addition she's making to the Bisleri water. So you cannot. There is no direct proportion to it. But like you were saying, Mithila Palkar. So she is Marathi, but she is having a pan-India, presence when it comes to influencing. So when you talk about Vaidehi, she has a more broader base within Maharashtra, wherein she is a celebrity. She can influence the Marathi TG. So that is how we see it to it. So if you see that P.N. Gadge and Sons, who are more into the traditional jewelry, and we are serving more to the traditional designs, then we would select a celebrity or an influencer who is a representative of that particular cadre. So if you see Vaidehi, she's like a very solid and very sober and very neat and very rooted in such, because she herself is a Kathak
Slightly higher
dancer.
profile.
No,
age
no,
profile.
she's very close with the culture. So basically, she is a Kathak dancer, very rooted as such in the
Indian
not in Maharashtrian culture, and that is why.
एक 2 मिनिटं. किती वेळ अजून आम्हाला किती वेळ आमच्याकडे? 2 मिनिटं? नाही, मग तुम्ही अजून आम्हाला 10 मिनिटं लागतील सर. चला चला चला.
Sure.
Let's not discuss.
So that is why we took Vaidehi for PNG, and when it comes to Mithila, obviously the TG is more younger. She is like a very cute, bubbly kind of personality that is more attractive in that particular TG, and that is why for Gargi we very cautiously
So
chose to
you're
have.
using both of them simultaneously?
No. So basically, Mithila is doing only for Gargi.
Huh.
So Mithila is not part of PN Gadge and Sons. Mithila is only exclusively for Gargi, and Vaidehi is only doing PNG.
Great. So why are you not using celebrities? And then we will throw it open to the audience. Is it? आपने वो थोड़ा fast forward करवा दिया. कोई बात नहीं.
So for us at Kashi, we've honestly believed in word of mouth. If you've had one good experience, you're going to go and share it with 10 other people, and they will share with 10 other people. And that's how it multiplies. Now, I'm the 3rd generation here, and we've had people from my grandfather's time who still come with our bill of Kashi, like so old, and like, I bought this then, and with us, it's full 100% buyback. So we provide, no matter when you bought what, you can bring it back. We'll give you the full 100% value of the gold at the current rate, as well as the full 100% at the diamond current rate as well. So for us, it's always been that. Of course, we have hired influencers and we've done all of that. But I just feel the influencer culture is kind of getting diluted now, because you see that somebody is promoting my jewelry, let's say today, and tomorrow we'll see they're promoting somebody right across maybe my road,
Valid
another
point.
jeweler. So I feel they've just lost their credibility, and sometimes you even see that they're not even promoting people in the same kind of type of product, like the same level. It's completely all over the place.
Great.
So
She by Kashi, how many stores up and running?
we have 2 right now and lots more in the pipeline.
Okay. And Pret, By
My pret is a Atelier setup.
so what is the
and,
plan? How many you want to roll out?
I still have very young kids, so I do not plan on expanding on that right now. And I'm very, very involved in the parent company, so
Okay, great.
I like to keep it this way.
Neil, celebrity, because you use a lot of celebrities, but
We were with Sharvari
uh,
till
you were now
we were not. We are not. Like I resonate with what she said. Is they jump brands so quickly. It becomes very difficult to identify. Once you are a brand ambassador, it is like you represent that brand. And today she's here, not talking about just Sharvari here, just like what she said. It's very difficult to have that face for a longer period and completely imbibe those cultural values and everything. So it's a little tough. It's better to not have someone and just put your jewelry out there is what we are thinking right now.
So what I'll do is now I will club two questions together for all of you, and then we will throw it
Sure.
open to the audience.
Sure.
So what is this demi-fine jewelry? Number one, is it just a nomenclature? That's the question number one. Question number two, does it really make sense? Because as I understand that launching a sub-brand or a collection within a store is relatively cheaper. But of course, if you take the long-term horizon, you need to launch a brand or a retail outlet, so to say. So what are your views on just answer these two questions, and then we will. Who would like to?
So, I think so. A demi-fine is there is a base metal, and on that there is a coating of gold on it. If, that is what demi-fine is. But it's not like plating. It's like maybe a thicker
So
gold
they were
plating,
mild.
microns, maybe a little more microns on it. I don't know if how value how much value do you get out of it post that, but that is what it is going on right now. Because there are few brands who are there who are doing it, and it's a different product. It's a
Yeah.
different price point. And
So there
they,
are some brands which I know are Tanzar or Palmonas.
Yeah, yeah.
Puneche's, I think.
they do offer their exchanges and buybacks, but they do have their own
And
policies and something like that.
So investment and no, let us finish with the second one also. I asked you about expenses and the payback period and the long-term horizon. I wanted views on that also.
Please come again. Please come.
See, as I said earlier also, launching a collection within a store is very simple. But when you're building a brand or sub-brand or a separate retail outlet, it's an expensive process, it's a time-consuming process. And our topic is one of the concept is how to enhance profitability.
Okay.
So that is why I want you to elaborate on that. And another offshoot of that is by launching lightweight jewelry, how do you benefit? How is your number? There could be 2-3 factors, like you get a new set of customers, your stock turns improve. So all these factors rolled together. Want your nuanced reply, all of you.
Okay. Too many questions, but let me just try to answer what I
It's
can.
your choice. जो answer करना है करो.
So, what we can, what one thing that I know and my family members have supported me is, if you are thinking it through, apply it and make it happen. There are a lot of people who are thinkers. They just keep on thinking until and unless you take that step and
Procrastination.
take that step and do it. करेंगे फिर ही पता चलेगा ना कि लॉस हो रहा है कि प्रॉफिट हो रहा है. अब तक ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है, थैंक गॉड दैट आई हैव डन समथिंग.
मुनाफा ही हो रहा है.
मुनाफा ही हो रहा है. So yeah, there is a lot of thought process. There is a lot of variables which we consider. There is obviously he is a CA, so he knows we do all that thinking. Ki what is my minimum cost which I have to hit? What I have to do? Can this go in the market? So you do some product profiling also. You check it in the market first. You take some suggestions. How is it going? And yeah, it does pretty well. Works pretty well.
So yes, with the lightweight category, of course, we have tapped into a lot of people which were probably not investing in jewelry earlier. They're probably thinking it's unaffordable and this is not something we can use. Also with the younger generation, the designs which we used to have earlier were very traditional and probably wouldn't go with their lifestyles now, and they couldn't have used it that often. So that big switch has come in. And nowadays I feel like things have become so expensive in terms of even clothing. You see the designer clothes, even regular ones, nothing comes, in a certain category of pricing. So here you're trying to give them a product which is lifelong, which they can pass on from one generation to another, and it's affordable. And of course, at the end of the day, it's real gold, natural diamonds with a certificate. So what better than that?
Great, thank you.
So I think what you were saying, that introducing newer brands or the different kind of product, it is actually adding to your buffet that you are presenting to your customer. So it is a good way to attract all kind of probable customer for the jewelry category is what we are seeing, because like I was saying, maybe Gen Z would come at a start for Gargi. Eventually they'll get converted to maybe Reva, upgrade them to Reva, and eventually when they want to buy a really big piece, one piece to be there in their family for years to come, or give it to the next generation, they would be customer to PNG also. So having these all the product types, they are actually going to benefit, maybe not in 1 year's time or 2 years time, but when we talk about any business, we always talk about the sustainability and longevity of that business.
So how much horizon do you take? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years?
3 to 5 years is something I think we should be
store
looking.
level profitability 1 year is okay?
If the EBOs are there, of course we try to get the profitability between 9 to 18 months. That is the bare minimum.
Sir, we have done. Any questions from the audience? You or maybe? Any questions? So you ask, no problem.
Sir, 2 of our companies are listed, so you can see our profitability.
So all balance sheets are available.
All balance sheets. And on top of that, I'll tell you, for the PN Gadge & Sons, on our corporate website, we also do put our balance sheets. So you will get that number also.
All right, with this, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. An absolutely fantastic session, re-innovating jewelry to enhance profitability, the rise of lightweight jewelry. I'm sure everyone got the answers. If not, we still have the entire team available for all of you, isn't it? Okay, then thank you so much. I'll request Ashok sir to please join us on the stage to felicitate our panelist, our moderator. Also requesting Madan Kothari sir, Nilesh Shubhavat sir and Amit Soni to please join us on the stage. A small token of appreciation and respect to our panelists, our speakers, our moderator for curating such a beautiful and of course impactful session for each one of us present here. Definitely a great take home. Zordar thali everybody. Thank you so much once again, all the panelists, our moderator, and ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for another power-packed session.